Okay, I hope this angle works. I'm using a stack of books to hold you guys up, but yesterday I got, let me put this aside. Yesterday I went to storage, maybe the day before, I can't really remember. No, it was yesterday. And I got some books. I also have one book from the free library I'll just show that one first. So this was a few days before, but I got Delta of Venus, Erotica by Anais Nin. Pretty cool cover. I feel like I've heard of this author before. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read this, but it's like cool to have, you know what I mean? Like, so picked up that, and then onto my storage haul. I have like really good books in storage that I've never read before, so these are books that I've had for years, some of them, and I just thought I would take some home and read them. And last night I read one. So, very short and sweet. I read Holy the Firm by Annie Dillard. This book I discovered from a Tumblr mutual back in the day. My friend Allie, shout out. This is like a really beautifully written, almost like poetry. It's really short. It's like all just like prosy writing about religion, spirituality, questioning why people suffer. A lot of it goes way over my head, but pretty much this writer, Annie Dillard, went to Puget Sound and was there for a couple years and just wrote about life and stuff. It says nature/philosophy. I guess that sums it up. But I want to read the last page, just the last little excerpt on the last page. People love the good not much less than the beautiful, and the happy as well, or even just the living, for the world of it all, and heart's home. You'll dress your own children, sticking their arms through the sleeves. Mornings you'll whistle, full of the pleasure of days, and afternoons, this or that, and nights cry love. So live, I'll be the nun for you, I am now. I guess if you don't know the reference, or what this is about, you maybe won't appreciate that, but I just thought it was really beautiful. Way to end this story. It's only 76 pages, so I read that last night. I also finished South and West. It's not my favorite kind of like Joan Didion writing, like about like locations. Like, I own Miami and what was the other one? Salvador, and I couldn't get into either of those books. It's not an interest of mine, I guess. But I did finish South and West. I liked the West portion of the book at the end a lot more. I just thought it was more interesting. And less about just kind of the outside world, I guess. Like, it wasn't really about the West, it was more about her own life and stuff, whereas the South was just like observations of things going on in the South. But yeah, anyways, speaking of Joan Didion, I will move on to this book, which is Joan Didion, We Tell Ourselves Stories in Order to Live, collected nonfiction. So this is a big collection of some John Didion stories, and I think like whole books. Let me see. So there's Slouching Towards Bethlehem, The White Album, Salvador, Miami. I'll skip those probably. After Henry, Political Fictions, Where I Was From, and then Notes to Miami and Acknowledgements. So I've never read The White Album. I've never read After Henry or Political Fictions or Where I Was From, but I'm definitely excited to read those 3 or 4, or just check them out, I guess. Very small font. I guess they gotta fit a lot in here. That's understandable. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not gonna read this whole book. I'm just going to treat it like individual books within this book, you know? So then I've got some zines. I've got these 2 from the same like publisher, I guess. Amphetamine Sulfate. So the first one is Scum by Alex Binney, and it says, if only I could step from within these words and confront you. I want these words to have the physical force of a sledgehammer. I want them to penetrate you like bullets. Punk poetry. The likes of Kathy Acker. Okay, that sounds fun. I think I might have started this like when I bought it a couple years ago, but I didn't finish it. And then Alexandrine Ogundimo. Sorry, I butchered that last name. Same kind of photo with like a split down the middle of the face. What's a decent price for coke? Should he stop doing coke? Should he kill himself? Okay, this is actually gonna get darker and darker, so I don't want to read that. Not for you guys. Even though I'm not monetized and it doesn't matter. I like to keep some decorum on this channel. So, yeah. These are fun. I'm going camping in a couple weeks, so I'll definitely take these because they're just light and I could use them to fan myself. Okay. The next book I have is Make Them Go Away. Clint Eastwood, Christopher Reeve, and the Case Against Disability Rights. I think I got this on Thrift Books a couple years ago. It just looked interesting. I had bought a bunch of these kind of books about different like movements, political, social movements, and I did not read this, so it's also small font, but I'll check it out. Yeah, and then the next book is Unpublishable. I think this is poetry. It's featuring Steve Anwell, Arash Azizi, James Cannon, Jameson Fitzpatrick, Jean Kyung Fraser, Aaron Taylor, and others. And it's got this kind of pixelated, this is like what my astigmatism looks like when I'm driving. Yeah, so I think this is just like poetry. I'm not a huge poetry reader, but I actually have a lot of poetry books. Like, not a lot, but like for me a lot. So I just thought I'd pick that one up. Okay, the last book is Theft by Finding by David Sedaris. This is a big one. It's a signed copy also, so that's cool. It starts in the 70s, 1977 to 2002, and it's literally just diary entries. And I read the first page yesterday. But this one's kind of fun. Like, I don't know. After I read Calypso, I was like, I have a David Sedaris book in storage, so let me whip that out and maybe I'll enjoy that one too. The only other David Sedaris book I read was Holidays on Ice, and I really liked that one. I read it like either January, like early January or late December, like around that time last year, or this year, I guess. So yeah, those are my books. I'm going to do an update in a separate video for The Goldfinch. I am now more than halfway through, but yeah, I'm not going to speak about that here. I also have a life update video coming soon. I'm kind of gathering topics right now, and I also have a birthday haul coming that I'm waiting for some things for that, but that is really exciting. I hope you guys enjoy. If you read any of those books, let me know. Also, always open to recommendations. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.